What's up, everybody on YouTube? How you guys doing? I'm here in the sun area, about to get this sweat going. So I'll go ahead and go out there and start running for a little bit. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do some. I'm about to knock out some, Tabata push-ups. I'm about to do a whole Tabata song with some push-ups in. You know what I'm saying? I know I look throated in the game. I know I haven't got no haircut. Look, my hair's standing up. I woke up, and I want to tell you guys, that yesterday, man, was kind of crazy yesterday. How things actually turned out. You know what I mean? My baby mama hits me up, and sorry I say baby mama, my son's mom, hits me up and tells me, that I have to put my son in daycare because her mom can't watch him no more and all that. You know, Bad news is always bad news, regardless of any part. You always gotta, daycare costs a grip, especially when you're a single dad with two other kids at the house. You know what I mean? And and it's crazy. So I was like, okay, well, I'll do it. Especially when you're not making enough, especially when you're not doing a lot. And a lot of times, guys, you go out there and you push your heart out. Every day you go in at 7 o'clock every morning and you get off at 8 o'clock every night. You know what I mean? So you push your heart out. Especially you with people that are always so negative. You're always with somebody so negative. They hate the fact that you're always happy. They hate the fact that you're able to go to the gym and go have fun. They hate the fact that they always got to keep on working and keep on doing this because they don't want to do nothing better with their lives. Guys, I'm gonna tell you something. Stop being those petty people. Stop getting mad because other people are enjoying their lives even though they're broke. I'm not broke. I'm just financially at a stop right now. So I can financially figure out what I need to do to get myself back on top. See, the hardest thing, people, is whenever people tend to get that financially stop, they tend to forget where they come from and how they made it to this point. Guys, stop stopping. Keep going and keep moving. Like Jim Carrey said in one of his motivational speeches while he was actually, right there with his colleagues in college, you know what I mean, and doing all that. He gave one of his motivational speeches and he was out there and he was telling everybody, he was talking about hope. And he goes, guys, is life going to be hard? Yes, life's going to be hard. Stop hoping for a dream. Stop hoping that things are going to happen because hope is just like a fire. Hope is like a fire that you're just sitting in, waiting for someone to get you out. Walk by faith. Faith is moving. Faith is what's going to keep you going. Faith is jumping over the fire and making sure that you make it to the top. Guys, yesterday, the greatest thing is I got my truck towed. It's crazy as heck. Baby mama tells me something, then my phone falls down and cracks. Crazy as heck. Just trying to pick up a phone call, and then my phone cracks, but God provides. A friend got me a new one, right? I got a friend who actually, thank you to my friend. And so my phone cracks, all this other stuff, I'm mad. And then I got to remember, I can't let things like this get to me because you got to always make sure you keep that positive note because this is your breaking point. This is what's going to happen. This happened to you last time. So then I wake up in the morning, my truck gets towed. Now I got to come with the money to go ahead and try to get my truck out. Then I have to go to the office, go tell them why my truck got towed. And as I'm talking to the office because of my truck getting towed, even though I have a permit, my pastor walks in. My pastor, Pastor Scott, he walks in, and he has his group of kids and his colleagues right there, and it's crazy how he walks in, and that's like a sign for me. That's like telling me, hey, everything's gonna be okay. When I was homeless in the streets, I had nowhere to live. Scott was actually one of the guys who gave me a home to live. He was a pastor from our church, the Children's Activity Center, and he was a really nice guy. Him and Pastor David, man, it was like way back in the day. Everybody always trips out like, oh man, you're way back in the day. Yeah, back in 1996 when they first started. Yeah, I'm old, guys. I'm old. So yeah, back in 1996 when they first started, this ministry, and they always helped out kids all around the world. Like, no lie, like they always helped out kids, always, and me growing up with these guys, especially when you're a guy who grew up in a hellstorm of a home, I had a drunken stepfather. We used to always fist fight all the time. I remember Scott used to always go there. He remembers how drunken my stepfather always was, and my mom wasn't worth nothing either, and it was crazy, when Pastor Scott walks in. I said, hey, Pastor Scott, how you doing? And he goes, oh, Joey, yeah, he hasn't seen me in years, and when he sees me, he trips out. He goes, "Oh man, it's one of my toughest cases because I was this kid who was filled with so much hatred and I was filled with so much anger that I couldn't get over the fact that why is everything coming out the way it's supposed to come out? So I sat there and I gave him one of my motivational speeches to his team there, and it was so amazing. They were so touched and so moved by my speech. One of his colleagues was actually she started crying because the thing that hit her the most is because when guys growing up, guys, I went through a horrible life. It was just so tough. It was so tough. But everybody has their own story. Everybody has a different life story. So whenever it came out to the point, guys, whenever I seen that this lady was crying, and I told her, God, if it wasn't for God, I probably wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be able to do the things I'm doing. I wouldn't be able to speak the way I'm speaking. Guys, to tell you the truth, I didn't have no grammar or vocabulary at all. At all. I didn't have none of that stuff at all. Me learning how to speak like this was very, very tough. I had a speech impediment, very, very horrible speech impediment. But yeah, like I told her, God is the reason why I made it. I know to most people who are not religious, I don't know if you guys believe in God, but I do. Because Pastor Scott walks right in and, God's letting me know that everything's going to be okay. So in your mind, you always got to know that everything's going to be okay, no matter what it is. So that day, I wasn't even angry that my truck got towed. That day, I wasn't even angry that I had to spend a lot of money to get my truck out. I just wasn't angry. You see, a lot of times, guys, you let little things like that get to you and you get mad and all this, and then your whole world starts crashing down. So I gave him this motivational speech, and I told her, like, God gives the strongest warriors the hardest task. Now, when you hit your breaking point, it's your breaking point. Like I told him, it's like a seed you plant. You flower it, and once you hit that surface, and you try to break through that surface, and you can't break through the surface, because you got all the bad, all the negativity, everything in your life that's coming towards you. A lot of times people tend to take that bad and that negativity, and they keep it there at that surface, so you never get to bloom. As that seed is trying to push out, it's trying to push out as far as it can, but it cannot do it. So you imagine it like life, guys. Get your truck towed, can't pay your rent, lost your job, you lose everything in life, guys, and that's that surface. God gives his strongest warriors the hardest task. Now, if we could bypass all the cruelty of the world, the cruelness and everything that's in it, and actually bypass all that and still keep positive, you can break through that surface and you can bloom. And your dreams will be endless. Believe me, I am not successful yet, as I'm still learning how to keep myself positive no matter what it is. It's the hardest task. A lot of people think that it's easy. Oh, I work all the time, I do this, but you know how unhappy they are every time they go to work. So you wake up every morning, you take a chance, you get up, you go to work. So you're taking that chance. And the reason why I say you're taking that chance, because anything can happen from home to that point of going to work. Taking that chance to get up and go to work. So why don't you take a chance and get up and go chase your dreams? The biggest aspect point lies within you. So as you handle this, guys, as I'm about to turn off my blog right now, guys, and as you guys are listening to me, I want you guys to understand that. Don't take your life for granted. You only live one life. Chase your dreams, live it, love it, forget about the rest. Oh yeah, let's get it.